welcome back to George's Gaming Guide. So today I'm going to be doing a build and review video on the absolute incredible set, the Milano, or as it's called from Lego, the Guardian ship. The set number for this set is 76193, and this is made out of 1,901 pieces. And also going to be building this with my dad, and also doing the review with my dad, which is going to be pretty cool. So there are 6 minifigures in this set, 4 of which are unique. They are Rocket, Groot, Star-Lord, obviously Peter Quill, and Mantis. And then this set also includes a Shitaru Warrior and Thor. Then the parameters for this set are 9 inches or 25 centimeters high, 14 inches or 36 centimeters long, and 23 inches or 59 centimeters wide. This is a very big set actually. This shows all of the minifigures at the front there. Then if we just turn it around, it looks like there's an escape pod at the top, which you can get out. You can you could lift up the back of it, I think, and then it shows Thor with a donut and a cup of coffee, Groot in the control room, I think, and then it looks like when it's on its stand you can actually turn the angle, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so this set just looks really cool, and I absolutely cannot wait to build it. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get straight on into building. So, this is the finished model, and all in all, I do think it looks absolutely incredible. So how this is going to work is I'm going to go over the minifigures, and my dad is going to go over the model. So I'm going to quickly go over the minifigures, and Dad will tell you about the model and the build, and just really what he thinks about it. So we have got Rocket. Now this is actually a really cool minifigure. My dad did build this one, but he is really cool. So I actually got a specialised weapon, I guess. So it's loads of pieces that you really wouldn't think somebody would use to make a weapon, but it really works. It looks really cool. I like how Rocket's got a little rubber tail. I think the head for him really works, and I just think all the printing on the body and legs are really nice as well. Then we've got Peter Quill, so we've got him with his 2 guns, his, I don't know, I'd say it's a little bit of like a gingery type of hair colour, I'd say. Would you agree with that? And then I think there's really nice printing and colouring on his chest and also on his legs. Then obviously we've got Mantis. We've got the normal hair with a couple of rubber antennas going at the top. We've obviously got the black hands and the white arms, and then obviously the black clothes. And it is quite hard to see, but there is quite a bit of printing on it. Actually, you can see it. It's actually green in the middle, but on the rest of it it's reasonably black. Then we have got Thor with obviously his axe. Cannot think of the name of this guy. Stormbreaker, there we go. I can never remember Thor's weapons names. So we've got his red cape, and then obviously I'd say a little bit of like a beigey colour hair. Then we've obviously got him. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking characters over. I apologise. So then actually, his other head is really cool. You won't really be able to see it, but it's basically his head, but his eyes are lightning bolts. which is pretty cool. So it looks like he's just harnessing a lot of electricity or lightning, I should say, and I just think that he looks really cool. And obviously he's got loads of printing on his chest as well. I don't think there's any printing on his legs, actually. It's just normal black legs. Then we have got Groot. Now this is actually a really nice minifigure. Down the front of him there's loads and loads of printing to show he would be made of wood. Then there is also printing on his back, and then there aren't any on his the back of his legs, and there are some on his feet. And then this is a really, really nice headpiece. I think Lego's done a great job on it. I've never seen anything like this before, but I do think that it just looks amazing, and that Lego's just done a great job on it. We've got a Shitaru Warrior, which is quite nice. We've got the custom weapon again. Pieces that you wouldn't think be a weapon, but Lego has put them together, and it just they just look absolutely amazing in my opinion. So on the front of him, on his chest, there's loads of printing. There aren't any on the front or back of his legs, but there is a bit on his back as well. And then obviously you might, there you go, you can see his head there, and it just shows the back of his head. So there is only there's only one way you can have his head. And I think that this minifigure just looks really nice, and I think Lego's just done a really nice job on all of the minifigures. So now I've finished the minifigures, I'm going to hand you over to Dad for him to tell you about the main set.
Yeah, thank you, George.
Welcome.
So now we'll get on to the Guardian ship. Now I'm going to call this Milano because I don't know why they didn't call it Milano, it's just called the Guardian ship. But overall I think this is a really nice model. The size of it, considering it's less than 2,000 pieces, is quite impressive, to be honest. And I think they've done a really good representation of the ship. Starts off with the base. I quite like the base on this because it's angled, so you can actually have the ship in whichever pose you like, and it's easy to move, but once you get in location, it is actually quite sturdy. So I do like that, and it'd be nice if they did that for more of the flying models.
And just before we carry on, I do apologise if my dad does cough. Or he's mounting this video has got a little bit of a cough at the moment.
Okay, thank you. So let's get on to some of the details. So we'll start at the back of this. So as in the film, the engines at the back can actually be moved out to the side slightly. There's a little section here using one of the robot arms, which limits the movement, which I think is quite nice. It gives it a bit more stability as well. Although these do come off reasonably easy, but yeah, I think that's quite a nice feature. There's quite a few stickers on this, so there's sticker on either side of each of these. But there wasn't too many stickers in this set. There's plenty of detail there. They haven't got any printed pieces apart from on Rocket's gun, but I think that's fine. I don't think they really needed to put that too much extra detail in it. The wings themselves, I say nice design. So as you build it, you build the first sections. The ends are identical for each wing, although there are slight differences on the inner parts. These are actually movable to get them to any angle you like. Looking at the box, this is about the angle that it is on the display, so I thought we'd keep that. Again, you've got some of the flaps at the back for when you're steering the Milano. So again, just very nice details. I think looking at it, the way they've used the colours and everything it's just a very good representation. And I think this would look great on anyone's shelf. It's a really nice display piece. But there is also the playability element as well. So you don't get a lot of room inside this, but there are room to put things. So we can actually open up the front. You'll see there's two sections here. So Rocket, because he's got the short legs, you can't actually sit him down. So it's designed for him to stand up, and he will fit in there perfectly for the door to close while he's stood up, and there's a bit of room behind him for Peter Quill as well. So that's quite nice that you've got a two-person cockpit. Also on the top you've got two sections that can come out. So they're only held on by a couple of the studs, so they've used I'll try and show you So they've used the pieces that are a long piece with only 2 studs on them to make them easy to remove. So each section has like a light at the front of it, and then there's area to put all the crew in there, so you can actually fit all the good guy minifigures inside. It's a bit strange because it looks like it's a coffee machine and a donut in there. I'm not sure I'd really associate that with the Milano.
I've never seen an espresso machine actually in the Milano, but apparently they've got one, so I'm just going to go with it.
On this side there's the little sticker, which it looks like it's a picture of Gamora, so probably where they're actually searching for her. So I understand why Gamora wasn't in this set, because I say in the end game she wasn't with them anymore, because I know it's a long time since film, won't give any more spoilers in that. But I do wish they'd put at least a Drax in there, and potentially a Nebula as well, because they were major parts within that film. So it's a shame they didn't do that. But they said the minifigures you get with this are nice still. But yeah, it would have been nice to just get those 2 extras. Now I don't think there's actually that much more to say about this set. So it's just a really nice set. It's I think it's definitely great for in the collection. And I think it's oops.
This was a long property anyway.
And I think once we figure out where it's going to go, because as always we're not sure where it's going yet, I think this will look great. It's a little bit awkward to display because of the dimensions of it. So with the base being so far forwards, it's overhanging the base by a lot, whichever way the back's facing. So you're going to need a shelf that's probably at least 35 to 40 centimetres deep.
It's about 1.5 feet.
Yeah. So it's not the easiest thing to display if you want to put it near a wall. For a table it's great, but as I say, we will find somewhere to put this. And as I say, I think it will look amazing. It'd be nice if they bought out some of the other ships associated with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I know they had the Endgame Thanos ship, but it was a very small scale. I think the scale of this is fantastic. As I say, for the number of pieces that's in it, I think it's a great size, great detail, great displayability, and the playability is quite good as well. We don't tend to buy the sets for playability, but it does offer that feature. And I think that for me, that's everything we're going to say on this set.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get the opportunity, I would definitely recommend this. Anything else from yourself, George?
Not really. That's a huge problem with it. The only thing that I've just noticed is you actually won't be able to sit on the inside, but the Technic piece, I wish they had something that it clipped into, because there's just this beige Technic piece. When you look at it from the back, it just sticks out.
Do you mean on the base?
Yeah, on where it connects the base to the set. There's a Technic bit that doesn't go into anything. Well, the top of it doesn't. It's one of the small beige ones. So I'd have wished that they'd put... That'd be about it for me. I just wished that they'd have put something to put it in. So it's not just there, because it's completely out in the open. You can notice it when you look at the back. I mean, you do have to know what you're looking for. But yeah, it is quite noticeable from the back.
It would have been nice to be a different colour, but I know that the standard colour for that piece is beige, but if it was black to blend in with the base, it would have been good, but it just adds that extra stability for the ship.
And yes, that's probably where we are going to be finishing for today, and I would just honestly really recommend this set. It was an absolute, it was just absolutely incredible to build, and it's just a really nice display piece. But you could, I suppose, use it a little bit for playability, but I wouldn't really. I wouldn't risk taking it off the stand and swelling it around, I guess, if you use it for that reason. Or you taking the stand with it because it's not light at all. This is a very heavy model, surprisingly. I mean, a lot of that would be the stand, but it's still very heavy. And yeah, so I'd really recommend this for displayability and somebody who is a Marvel fan. And yeah, so that's probably where we're going to be ending this video today, and we really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about it. And also make sure to watch out for this Sunday's video, which is going to be the Brickheads hamsters.